Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. I'm in my backyard. Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm going to do a product review. It's kind of noisy out here. It's a really pretty day and the birds are out, so you kind of have to excuse that. And I think y'all may have heard the train in the background. I live 2 blocks from train tracks. But I'm going to do a product review on the Coleman Camp Stove. It's a really unique, really neat little item. I've used one before, and I just bought a brand new one. I have already opened this. I've used it once in the house just to make sure that it worked. And I'm going to go ahead and do that review today. And it's a really good item to have in. You can use it for camping, but also in the case of emergency, if your power goes out and you don't have propane or something like that, it's really handy to have one of these, and they work really good. And I'm going to show you the package that it comes in. Oh, this is actually the fuel that you use. You use butane, the Coleman butane. It comes in a can. It is 8.8 ounces. It costs about, I think it's like $2.50 at Walmart. You can get them at a lot of different places. I suppose like Tractor Supply, maybe some home improvement places that may have camping equipment, stuff like that. And here is the, I'm going to have to turn the camera around. I'm going to do it this way. This is the stove right here. It comes in a package like this. And take this off. Comes in a little carrying case. Just open this up, and this is the instruction booklet. I've already read that, and you kind of have to. I've got one arm to do this with because I'm going to hold the camera. So don't break it. Okay. Try to scoop this out. This isn't very professionally done. Now, it needs something level to sit on. This isn't very level, so I'm going to put it on top of the case. Like this. Okay. Now this is the compartment where you put the fuel in, right here. You have the burners right here. And this is the mechanism right here where you put the fuel in. This is the latch that locks the door, or locks the fuel into your compartment. That's unlock. You see the little lock on the lock right there. There's off, minimum, maximum, and that's the igniter right there, the ignition. So we're going to go ahead and open this. You want to make sure it's unlocked, make sure it's off. And then you're going to take the cap off. It had a red cap on it. I took this red cap off. This is what it looks like. The little nozzle right there is going to go. I'm going to put it directly in, and you see how it has fit right in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it fits right in there like that. You're going to close it up, and then you're going to lock it, and that pulls the nozzle completely locked in. Make sure it's completely locked, and then we've got a smudge on it. You're going to go ahead and turn the ignition till it clicks. Now you may have to do it a couple of times. This one I've done it. It's been lighting on the first and second times. Right there. It's lit. I don't know if you can see the flame, but it's very warm. It's at the maximum flame, and I'm going to turn it down a little bit. That's the minimum, which you can't really see it, but it's low. It's very hot. I can feel it all the way, way up. You can see the gases. It's very, very easy to use, very simple, and it's very safe. Just use it outdoors, and I want to say in case of emergency, like a snowstorm or something, and you're using it indoors, I would prop the door open or something like that, because you don't want to let this, it's going to have a lot of gases floating in the air, and you don't want any kind of anything that would explode, any canisters or anything like that next to it, because it will, if anything has a flash point, close to any kind of open flame. So always keep it in mind to not have anything that is got a high flash point close to this flame, like any other gas stove, anything else like that. And you just simply turn it off like that, and now it's off, completely off. Really convenient, really great little item. Coleman, the Coleman butane stove. And usually if you're storing it or you don't use it very often, you need to take off the propane. I'm going to unlock it, and you just take, or not propane, butane. It's butane. Butane fuel. Okay. And I put the cap back on it. That. And close it up. And you can lock it if you want. It doesn't matter. Or I'll just keep it unlocked. And just very simple to operate. Off, minimum, maximum ignition. Very simple. And they're very lightweight. They're great for camping, to travel with. They don't weigh very much. I think it weighs like a, I don't know, there's not a weight on here, but it's like probably less than maybe 5 pounds. I don't know, about 5 pounds maybe. And it's very, not too big. It's probably like a foot by foot, maybe 13, 14 inches. I don't know, one way, the other way. Slightly rectangular, a little bit more, maybe an inch or two longer on this side, and very compact. Can fit in the back of your vehicle, even in a backpack if you're hiking, going up, hiking up to the campsite or something. You can actually carry this, or you could put it in a backpack. It's very lightweight, so I mean, it works great. And I think for the fuel, I think you could probably get on low, you might get about an hour and a half of use out of it. On high, I want to say maybe 30-45 minutes. So if you were planning on staying for several days, I would plan on getting a couple cans of butane to take with you. And, depending on how much you're going to be cooking each day or how long you're going to be out there, kind of just determine, if you're going to be gone for a week and you're going to be cooking 3 times a day, you might want one can per day, or depending on what you're cooking. If you're cooking like a long time, like a stew or something that takes a while to, you might use an entire can for that. I don't know. I've only used it for minor cooking, or in the past. I think I've made like breakfast and small meals. I've never used it for like a large pot of stew or something like that. I don't know. Well, hope anybody, if you've been thinking about getting a camp stove, or even if you didn't know about these, they're really useful, really convenient. And this was only, I think it was like $19.95 or something like that. It was under $20 at Walmart. And they also have a larger one that's got 2 burners on it, and it's a little bit heavier. And they actually have another stove. I don't even know if Coleman, I think this is a different stove, but it's a much bigger stove, and it's heavier. It's a different brand, I think. But this is the most lightweight and the most convenient one, and it works great. Okay, thank you all for coming to my channel, and I'll make some more videos. Thank you.